Good morning and welcome to the 15-minute Chassidus. It's only 15 minutes in quantity, but we hope it will be a qualitative difference for your whole day. We're learning the Maamarim, Vata Tetzav Tavshim Aleph, and we're in the middle of Ois Yud, explaining that the difference between the emunah that we have, that the neshama sees Elokus L'mayla, and how that might affect the person, the yid in the guf, and the etzem of the neshama as it is an etzem beguf. These are the two different aspects of how the yid has this attachment to Hashem. In the time of Golus, there's the union of kosos l'moyer, that a yid is bothered, he is crushed, kosos is crushed, he's brokenhearted, and that the godliness is not revealed in the whole world. This comes from the essence of the neshama. So we've seen this part of the ois of ois yud, that there are two similar aspects of that within the essence of the neshama itself. There's that which is as if it is something as an additional piece over the keichos giluim of the neshama, and then when it's the very essence of the neshama, meaning to say that each neshama has keichos giluim and keichos makifim, as we spoke about in the last year. Those the keichos pnimim are his understanding and his feelings, and keichos makifim are the more all-encompassing keichos, like the will or inner motivation and pleasure that a person has. So this, that you have a yid in the time of Golus, what bothers him? It bothers him. He is upset that Hashem's not revealed here. That really comes from the essence of the neshama. The essence of the neshama wants only to be connected to Hashem. And this bothers him. What does it mean it bothers him? It bothers him because it's part of his mindset. It's part of his mindset and his feeling this is wrong. This shouldn't be this way. He feels that. So it's a different type of essence of than the essence of the neshama coming through Mesiras Nefesh, where there could be that shines through the Mesiras Nefesh, but he hasn't changed in his understanding and in his feelings. So how Hashem is made in the neshama. Hashem is made in the neshama with these aspects. You've got, on the one hand, you've got the keichos pnimim, his seichel, his midas, how he understands, how he feels. You've got a deeper aspect of the essence of the neshama, which is like the will that a person has affects the whole person, or his inner motivation, or the will to live, or how the whole body is alive equally with the nefesh. That's non-changing. You've got the very essence that a person's alive, the life-giving energy. When it comes to the Nefesh Elikis, you also have this. You have the essence of the Nefesh Elikis, the very essence that it comes from Chochmah of Atzilus, as explains in Perik Beis and Perik Yud Ches and Tanya. That's the neshama is a Chelik Elikam Imal. That's his being. And then you have as you have the format, the structure of the Seichel Midas of Nefesh Elikis. You can understand Torah, understands godliness, has Ava to Hashem, Ava to other Yidden, has godly feelings. So this is, Hashem created the Shoma with these two aspects. Now, the essence of the Neshama, even of his Seichel Midas, is godly. It's godly. It's a Nefesh Elikis. So you have the Mesiras Nefesh aspect, and you've got the godly understanding and the godly feelings, Seichel and Midas. And that's a created entity of a neshama. You've got in the Nefesh Elikis, and you have the Nefesh Abamas. Every human being has a piece of him which is keichos pnimim, and it's a piece of him which is all-encompassing. In the Nefesh Elikis terms, the all-encompassing, real inner energy of what is a Nefesh Elikis is that it only wants Hashem. And is part of Hashem, and only that resonates with him, and nothing else does. Until it comes to a case of Mesiras Nefesh, a lot of time that's dormant. But it's possible when the Mesiris Nefesh comes out, then it comes Begili. He said it in other shiurim, like the adrenaline rush of the Nefesh Elikis. So you have this structure, and that's what we have as human beings. However, within the essence of Hashem, deeper than any type of structure, then you don't have differences. The whole concept of structure, the whole concept of format, something having a particular form, different to something else, different layers, that is all a created dynamic. And it starts with, on a very deep level, of the revelation of Ein Sof of Hashem. The infinite revelation, Hashem's infiniteness, His unfiniteness, His unformat is the revelation of Ein Sof. And so that comes down into our world where you have a revelation and you have hiddenness. Eir and Helam. Eir and Kali, Gili and Helam. You have where a closeness, and then when Hashem's hidden. So these are two Chesed and Gvura. These are two aspects, tnuas, two moves within the Ein Sof itself. But they come from when the primordial source of all of this is the very essence of Hashem, which is referred to in Chassidus and Kabbalah as Atzmas Ein Sof. And within the essence, there's no two separate things. They're fused as one. So when the Nefesh Elikis shines through, in a way of Mesiris Nefesh, that's saying the essence is living through as an essence. It's coming through. This is as it's the essence in its structure of being an essence. Now, for the person's personality to be in tune with that, that takes effort. That takes work. Where does that come from? It comes from the deeper than the structure of the etzem and the neshama is as rooted in with the very essence of Hashem. It's all united as one. And then you can have this tremendous power and want, desire of only wanting to connect to Hashem, and it can be integrated and internalized in the person's mindset as well. And so what happens is he wants only godliness to be revealed. The Yid wants that, and if it's not, it bothers him. It's not that he's bothered that the weather's no good. It's not that he's bothered, but nevertheless he's going to sort of ignore that and want to serve Hashem and have tremendous dedication. But other things bother him also. The integration, what's the core that bothers him is that there's no godliness ruled in the world. That becomes my problem. That's my identity that's there. That's where the koichos panimim are integrated in one, united together with the very etzem of the neshama. How can that be, since Hashem created these two aspects of the person? It's not that because I'm bad, or because I happen to fall onto the planet, I've got these two aspects of my soul. If I really be good, it wouldn't be a problem. It's not the case. Hashem has created our neshama with these dynamics. However, within the essence of Hashem, there's no two things. It's only one. And so the neshama can be, the essence of the neshama can be revealed. If a Yid works with that, and then can say, oh, what's bothering me? What can bother me? What's important to me? Is Hashem should be Gili Elikos in the world. Godliness should be revealed. Mashiach has not yet come. That means there's some places in the world that are not aware that Hashem is the creator. I can't stand it that it's not the case. I got to do everything I can to make that happen. That's when there's an integration of the personality, his seichel and midas together with the etzem. How does that happen? Because within the very essence of Hashem, it's all united as one. There's no individual different structure. Let's learn it inside. We're holding on page Mem Aleph, and we're on the second line, second word on the second line, top of the page. And in going into more detail, we can say Shigam Gili Etzem HaNeshama, the revelation of the essence of the Neshama. Yeshnam Bedukna Shnei Yinanim Anal. We've got the same type of thing as we mentioned before. That the Gili Etzem HaNeshama Be'inyan Mesiris Nefesh. When you have the revelation of the essence of the Neshama with Mesiris Nefesh, Yesh Lema. The Shebenegela Keichos Giluyim, in relation to the Keichos Giluyim, how the person thinks and feels, who Kemoi Davar Noisef is like something as an overlay. Similarly to, as we said earlier, that the Neshama sees godliness above. It's like an overlay. Or like it was when the Yidden received the Torah by Matan Torah, Hashem's love was shining on them. As the Gemara says, it surrounded them like a barrel. That seems like, it's like in the Neshama, in the essence of the Neshama itself, that it is different to the Keichos Giluim. It's like two separate things. Or Kemosher, and another fascinating way of where the Rebbe says we've actually seen this in actuality. Or Kemosher Royim B'Poil become Anoshim. So we've seen this with many people. Shabiyos and B'Makim Shahayu Shom Gzeiros Al Torah Mitzvahs, when they lived in a place where there were decrees against Torah Mitzvahs. Hayu Lahem Mesiris Nefesh B'Poil B'Meshach Kama V'Kama Shonim. They had Mesiris Nefesh to fulfill the Torah Mitzvahs for many, many years, like it was under the communist rule. Or Keshaboy Achachach L'Medinas. And then when they came to countries later where it was able to serve Hashem with an abundance, with a lot of freedom, it's not recognizable so much the Mesiris Nefesh that they had earlier. Oh, and why is that? This that they were holding on the level of Mesiris Nefesh, steadfast determination to serve Hashem for many years. Hulafi sheheir by him gili etzem and neshama, because the etzem and neshama was shining through. Shalamayla mekechos igilim, higher than the kechos igilim, than the personality of who they were. But it didn't make an effect. It didn't change the actual kechus geluim themselves. Their understanding and their feelings didn't change. They were working on this level of Mesiris Nefesh, what I call the spiritual adrenaline rush, for many years. And they kept strong and firm and attached to their mitzvahs. In the square brackets, the Zer she'etzem haneshama hi etzem gam the kechus giluim kenal sifhei, that even though the essence of the neshama is also the essence of the kechus giluim, as we mentioned earlier in the Maimer, is who she'etzem haneshama he ha'etzem shalahem. It's their essence. It's their essence of who they're. But it's not relevant to the actual details and the character traits of the kechos themselves. The essence of seichel, of your understanding, is the essence of the neshama. But seichel is seichel. Or the essence of your feelings, the essence of that is the neshama. Never shall it is. But you have your feelings. Different towards different things. That means lahatziyur shalahim is how they're formatted. There's a format of seichel, a format of midas. However, v'hagili de etzem haneshama b'zeh shehu nishba v'nidke mizeh shehu nimsa b'golos, but this, that the essence of the neshama is revealed, and that a yidden is broken-hearted, that he's in golos, not because of external forces that make things difficult, but he's in golos, and that bothers him. Is who gam shigam keichos hegiluyim shaloi, that his keichos giluyim, his personality had seared the keichos giluyim heim kim nevachad im ha'etzem. They're united in one with the essence, and that's where you have the fusion of both of these things. The chayus of the essence of his neshama of wanting to attach only to Hashem, and that permeates all of how he thinks and how he feels also. So the etzem is fused together with the giluim. That's a different area. And we're saying that's a deeper and greater and higher level of revelation of the essence than that just of the Mesiris Nefesh. We'll stop here for today. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.